Good morning, distinguished participants of the International Forum. On behalf of the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, I sincerely and wholeheartedly welcome you at this significant international forum organized here to commemorate the Day of the Elderly. I'd like to note that it goes without saying that this international forum is intended to find an answer to one of the most important challenges of modern times, how all of us together can make sure that we live in a society which does not only take care of the elderly, but also appreciates, values, cares, and undertakes all the necessary efforts to support them for their active aging. Yesterday, the whole country commemorated the Day of the Elderly, starting from the speech made by the head of our state that addressed all the older people of our nation, and ending with the inauguration of new institutions with the participation of the governors, who once again underlined the importance of the contribution of local governments that we as a country are doing for the older people. I must mention here that, of course, it is very important for us as a country to do so much for the elderly. We are very proud of the social policy that we built in our country. We are proud of the social standards that we have integrated into our healthcare and social service system and adult learning system. We are proud of all those achievements that all of us together have contributed to and integrated into our social policy, but there are many things that we still have to learn. And on this path, we are still interested in learning from the best international practices and new technologies that will ensure bigger progress in future, so that we can do everything to make sure that our population remains active, healthy, economically independent, making their contribution into the development of our nation. I'm grateful to all our partners, first of all, the ones who were personally engaged in organizing this forum. That will be the Department for Humanitarian Activities, that will be the Belarus Association of Social Workers, our UNFPA fund, the UN agency, all those partners who indeed on this path make their important contribution into the development and implementation of our social policy. I'm grateful to our international participants, representatives of the embassies of 20 countries who either online or offline are participating in this forum. I must say that the new project solution, new formats of cooperation, new agreements, development of new contacts, everything that will facilitate the betterment of lives of our people. We live in the times of challenges, but these challenges can be converted into achievements and benefits that we as a country can capitalize on. That is why I would like to use this opportunity to wish everybody active, fruitful work, new contacts, and further progress. And I'm calling upon all of you to be as active and friendly as possible. Thank you very much, Ms. Artemenko. Next one will be Ms. Andrasyuk, Deputy Minister of Health of Belarus. Distinguished colleagues and friends, on behalf of the Ministry of Health and personally, I would like to welcome you at the opening ceremony of the Great Second International Forum on Healthy and Active Aging. This forum is a unique platform for the dialogue and exchange on modern knowledge and the best practices in geriatric science. That's why I would like to wish everybody productive and active exchange of knowledge, practices, programs, and cooperation agreements. On our side, the Ministry of Health stays committed to continue our support of these activities, and I would like to wish everybody strong health and active aging, of course. Thank you. Boris Igor Kudrevich, Director of the Department for Humanitarian Activities of the Presidential Department of the Republic of Belarus. Hello, distinguished participants of the Second International Forum on Healthy and Active Aging. The participants who were part of the first International Forum, and I do see a lot of familiar faces, I can say welcome back to Minsk. Let's discuss once again these important matters. In the interim time, since the first forum, we see the greater need for this format of dialogue and the significant results that such forum can result in. We, as one of the, we have the honor of being the co-organizers of this forum. We realize that most important thing are the professional things, establishment of new contexts, exchange of best practices. From our side, I can say that since the previous forum, we have already received some practical results in form of implementation of joint humanitarian projects. I won't take this time to go through all of them, but I will just highlight some of the implemented projects. Belarus was represented there by a Minsk regional hospital named after Masherov, Territorial Center for Public Services of the city of Minsk. Some organizations from the Vitebsk region, a decision has been made to scale up Alzheimer Cafe to include 5 more districts into it. I know that there are many other project ideas which are suggested for discussion and implementation of this forum. That is why I would like to urge all of you to be more active. Most importantly, we need to establish new contacts. Our format demonstrates how borders can be easily erased. Nothing is in the way for further cooperation. That's why I wish everybody fruitful work and decent results. Thank you. Thank you very much, Igor Alexeyevich. Next is Klaus Beck, Deputy Regional Director for Eastern Europe and Central Asia from the United Nations Population Fund.
The Deputy Minister Andreysyuk, Mr. Igor Kudrevich, Dr. Bagirov, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Belarusian Association of Social Workers, dear friends and colleagues, Dobrai Ranitsi. Let me start with expressing my sincere gratitude to the government of Belarus and all organizers of this timely and important event, uniting people from 15 countries in our common efforts to build a healthy and active future for people of all ages. For us as UNFPA, working on population aging is one of the key priorities in the region of Eastern Europe and Central Asia, and also in Asia and the Pacific. It is an integral part of the UNFPA's Demographic Resilience Program, through which UNFPA assists countries with strengthening their capacity to understand and anticipate the population dynamics they're experiencing and ensure they have the skills, tools, political will, and public support to manage them. By doing so, countries can mitigate potentially negative effects for individuals, societies, economies, and the environment, and harness the opportunities that come with demographic change for people, prosperity, and planet. And demographic change is happening. The world we inhabit is fundamentally changing. The majority of the world's people already live in countries with slow, no, or even negative population growth. This isn't a future that is coming. It is a lived reality for many of us. Population aging is taking place in almost all countries, but much faster in middle-income countries, where the percentage of people aged 65 and older will double in the next 30 years. Just 50 years ago, global life expectancy was around 59 years. Today, it's 73. Most of us will live about 25% longer than our parents and grandparents. This is, of course, not a tragedy. It is one of humanity's greatest achievements, a testament to better healthcare and better living conditions. But this triumph has a consequence. The number of people aged 65 and older is projected to double from 800 million to 1.6 billion by 2050. In the face of this, some people see population aging primarily as a problem to be solved. Older citizens are often perceived only as a burden, adding pressure to social security systems, straining healthcare, and some worry that fewer births mean a smaller future workforce. But the increasing number of people of older age is not a problem if we invest into realizing the hidden potential that population aging presents. By investing our time, efforts, and resources into longevity, we are investing in our future where societies, systems, and environments are ready to support the realization of the full potentials of people of all ages and improving socioeconomic development at the same time, but also be ready to provide essential services to all in need. So what is holding us back? Most of all, our outdated thinking that population aging and older people is primarily a problem to be solved. Let's shatter that outdated narrative. As UNFPA says in our 2025 State of the World Population Report, that older people are not merely recipients of care, they are contributors, consumers, and creators. Consider this. In 2020 alone, spending by people aged 50 and older on goods and services supported about 1 billion jobs globally. That same year, this 50-plus population contributed a staggering $45 trillion to the global GDP. Older populations are not a drain on our resources. They are people with hopes, dreams, and unrealized potential, and also a dynamic economic engine waiting to be fully unlocked. The path forward is clear. Our focus should be shifted from damage control to inclusive life course planning. We must promote planning that fully reflects the rights and contributions of older persons. And we always see glimpses of hope. This new future is already here. Just a few examples. In the Italian city of Milan, for example, financial service firms are customizing investment advice for older populations. In Brazilian Sao Paulo, a robust network of private sector, academia, and healthcare has formed to respond to Brazil's rapidly aging population, creating a thriving longevity ecosystem. In Thailand, the private healthcare sector and social services are booming, attracting people from other countries of the region and beyond, recognizing their demands for quality, affordable healthcare. And here in Belarus, the social support system and local authorities are supporting organizations and expanding the network of silver volunteers in all the regions of the country, empowering older people for active engagement into strengthening their communities and fostering intergenerational initiatives like joint intellectual quizzes with participation of teams of older and younger generations. All of them understand that working with and for older populations is not only a social good, it is also smart business. The lengthening of lifespan is a human-to-mental gift. We knew this was coming. Now as societies, we need to unite to act with the wisdom that this is an essential component of demographic resilience and sustainable socioeconomic development. All of us gathered here are seeing longer life as the next great engine of human flourishing and global prosperity. Let us build strong partnerships here to promote this vision. We as UNFPA are standing ready to support and contribute and uniting our efforts to building the world that is truly for all ages. I wish you a very productive and engaging two-day forum, and I hope that at the end of it you will all come away with some concrete thoughts and ideas for what you can do next. Shiraya Dziaku.
Большое спасибо, господин Бек.
Thank you very much, Mr. Klaus Beck. Next is Rasul Bagirov, UN Permanent Representative, UN Resident Coordinator in Belarus. First of all, I would like to thank our, older women who were performing before us in the very beginning. They're silver and golden age women that held such a great beginning for our conference. A lot of good things were said already. And when I was coming here, I looked at the name or the title of the conference. I think there is one single word missing. It says healthy and active aging, but I think we need to add another word, happy aging here, because it doesn't matter how healthy or active you live, but how happily you live in your life, to make sure that all our cities, all our people are really, and the years that we live through are really happy for us. And it largely depends on the demand of our society. We want to live long and happy lives. And we shouldn't forget about the older people here because they're part of our society. They're part of this inclusion, what we promote as the United Nations. On behalf of the United Nations, of course, I must welcome all of you because UNFPA is one of our major partners in this direction. Thank you very much for your contribution. But this is a collective effort, of course, and some of the organizations mentioned here, of course, have provided their significant contribution. And in conclusion, I would like to make a wish. As long as this is a forum, I would like to hear some of the debates. It's quite okay if some of us don't agree with each other, because it's not always easy to find answers to our questions or challenges. So we need to have this collective search organized in a constructive form. Thank you very much. Елена Stanislavchik, chairperson of the Belarusian Association of Social Workers. Good morning, colleagues. I welcome you on behalf of the Belarusian Association of Social Workers at the Second International Forum on Healthy and Active Aging. And for our association, it's a great honor to be among the organizers of this second already international forum that unites specialists from different countries who are united by a single objective to create a community or a society where aged people can continue to be not only healthy but also active and fulfill their internal potential. I think for many countries, the challenges that we're facing related to the aging population underline the special role of social workers, not only in providing care, but in creating such platforms where older people can remain active and demonstrate their inner potential and be an integral part of the society. So to combat these challenges, the establishment of such platforms as today's forum or the exchange is one of the key and very important aspects. I must say that often when we talk about aging or longevity, we focus on healthcare. But on the other hand, we need to take into consideration other elements, social, cultural, to make sure that we put together such societies and establish such conditions where any person, independent of their age or health, would remain to be a full-fledged member of the society by making significant, recognizable contribution. I would like to wish all of us here fruitful work, interesting discussions, new contacts, exchange of experience, and I wish that those ideas and the new thoughts or findings that we can come up with, even through contentious discussions, will lead us closer to solutions which might permutate into joint initiatives that will implement together to create societies in our countries or opportunities in our countries for active and healthy aging. Welcome once again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lena. King Supo, President of the Daegu Social Welfare Council, President of the Eurasian Forum of Social Workers from the Republic of Korea.
Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished VIPs and esteemed social work colleagues, I'm honored to stand before you here today as the President of Eurasia Forum at the Second International Conference in Belarus. Belarus is a remarkable country. My journey to this country, beautiful country, is so extensive and unforgettable experience for me because I forgot to go to the bathroom at the border. So from the border here, I was terrible to holding back my peace. And furthermore, I had carrying a quite heavy bag on my belly. So whenever bus is take a turn or bumping, I was I was very scary, embarrassed. But after arriving here, I was very surprised. I was captivated the nation's profound history and vibrant culture, the stunning natural landscapes, and the warm hospitality of the people here will remain in my mind forever. I'm very privileged to part of such a distinguished assembly of experts eager to exchange ideas and insights. Our discussion will encompass our unique experiences and envision the future of Eurasian region. This is essential that we embrace our diverse cultures and foster stronger collaborative effort, like you said. I sincerely hope that the dialogues we initiate today yield meaningful benefits for many. I look forward to hearing your valuable insights and narratives during our time together. Lastly, I wish you all a successful conference and hope that you cherish the beautiful moment that Belarus has to offer. Thank you very much.
Большое спасибо.